Alright, so what we're going to do here today is, this is like when you're on the prowl and, you don't got a lighter, do some high quality pharmaceuticals with. What's best is, you refill these things. So this is one of the little things is you can do. One thing you're going to need to do this shit is, of course, butane. Now, do I need to tell you the difference between butane and propane? Well, propane was put here by God himself. It's used to heat heaven. And butane, well, that's just bastard gas. So that's the butane, and you need some tape. You need like masking tape or any type of tape's good. Not any tape, but masking tape and like bandage tape cut we use for cuts, stuff like that works good. Masking tape is pretty good. It's easy to come by. Of course, you need an empty Bic lighter or a somewhat empty one, close to empty. Normally, it should have the metal part on it, but that's the only lighter I can find right now. Razor blade helps too. And of course, you need a push pin. Here's the thing though, you don't just want any push pin. One of those like that one is perfect, but key to it being, it needs to have like the round, this part here needs to be round. These work good. So first things first. Okay, so first thing is see that if you turn the Bic around, there's the bevel. There's that bevel right there, which is whatever size that is. But in the middle of that, smack dab in the middle of the bottom of the Bic lighter, there's a little area where you can poke a hole. There's no hole there to begin with, but you get your thumb tag or your push pin, or whatever these are called. And you get it in that middle, and you stick it in there. And you'll feel it penetrate and pop it in. Boom. So you put it in there, and you get in there all the way, and you pull it out. Here's the rest of the gas came out there. And you put it in. Pull it out maybe one more time. Alright. So it's ready to rock. Now, next step. That's the Bic's ready. Thumbtack's ready. So now, get your tape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to score it so it's only half the width of this. This is a standard fit width of masking tape, so I'm going to score it like maybe even a third of the width of this. So get that razor blade and score that shit into there. It's a really half-ass cut length of masking tape. See? And you get your butane. One of these doohickeys on there, make it easier. Probably the biggest one is the best. It's the biggest one, so these little adapters, you don't have to have the adapter. The whole point of the masking tape is to act as an adapter. Obviously, if they would just sell ones of these that were fatter, you could use these instead and not have to deal with this masking tape issue. But see, what the thing is you want to get that bevel. It needs to be the same diameter as that bevel on the bottom of the lighter. That should be about right. If not, you can always add some or take some off. It's easier to take some off, I suppose. So then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to rescore it, recut the top again so it's flush. And prior to the big fill, you're going to double check and see that that's the same width, that bevel. I don't really want to waste it, but fuck it, So here's what I do. This is the way I do it anyway. Alright, so here's what I do. I get this push pin, put that in my mouth so it's ready to rock. I know there's other ways of doing this shit, but where you you get the valve from another lighter and you put it in this one, but Fuck all that. I don't have time for all that shit. You gotta do things like when you're on the prowl, you don't have time for that kind of shit. So here we go. And I get this ready. So here we're gonna do it. It's just a matter of going out like that. Ready? So you hold it there, you know. It's got a pretty good seal, as you can hear. You can't really hear too much leaking out. As soon as I release this butane can from it, I'm gonna put my thumb over that hole. Oh, right. And I'm gonna hold it there. I don't know, give or take. Shake it out wherever. This butane can's kind of empty, so we'll get that little bit ready. I'm holding it. I get the pin ready. Ready? Oh, that was horrible, dude. Even though you see a bunch came out there, but despite that, it's probably still like a third to a half full. Guessing. Okay, so we'll see what it is in a second. So I'm gonna get that pin, push that pin all the way in. And you might have a leak, might not. Usually it doesn't though, if you use the right kind of pin. So push it all the way in. And see, this stupid lighter is missing the metal part on the top. It's not normally going to be missing that. But okay, so the lighter's cold right now because it just, a bunch of compressed butane got compressed into it. So the lighter's cold, the flame's going to be low. It's going to be small. As the lighter warms up, these lighters work pretty well. Just as good as a regular Bic, except let's get this thing coming out at the bottom, you know, but it's no big deal. They're a little bit, they're a decent amount more sensitive. They're more sensitive to changes in temperature than they are normally. With the gas expanding and contracting and whatever, gas laws. And, with what I did there, I can see that, let's see, under the intense light, well, anyway, I got this lighter. This is about a third of the way full. So you can see it works. Brand new.